Okay, let's get started in seated. Sitting comfortable, nice and tall. Shoulders relax and drop. Maybe we start with loosening the shoulders a little. Just kind of loosen it out. Very good. Front and back.
Oops.
What happened to my screen? I don't know what happened. Okay. I think it's just the connection, I think. Okay. And let's take circles, both sides. And drop, very good. Nice tall spine. Let's move our head up and down. Loosen it out. Up and down. Very good. And then come back to the center, drop the right ear, drop the left. Side to side. Very good, side to side. And then come back to the center, turn your head to the right and to the left. So turning it sideways. Very good. And then slowly meet back in center. Let's bring our hands to the shoulders. Let's make a little shoulder rotation here. So elbows come closer, open them wide. So nice circles. Very good. Loosen it out. And let's take it in the opposite way. Nice. And then slowly drop the elbows, relax the shoulders. Very good. Now from here, bring your palms to touch, elbows to touch in front of the chest. Let's open. Inhale. Exhale. Once again, inhale. Once again, inhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Very good. And come back to the center. Very good. Now let's reach our palms to the front. Let's take circles with the wrists. So just kind of loosening the wrists here. Very good. And then come back to the center. Let's bring our left fingers backwards. So I'm pressing through the heel, reaching through the heel and pulling the fingers back. Very good. Nice. Reach, feel that stretch. And then turn the palm down. We are going to press on the top of the knuckles. Good. Nice. Now let's take it to the other hand, right hand out. Pull the right fingers. Right thumb backwards. Very good. And then turn it down and press through the palm, knuckles. Very good. Reach, stretch, and shake it off. Drop it off. Very good. Release. Reach the palms again. Make a tight fist and let's take circles. Circling the wrists here. Very good. Stretching it out. And stop. Release. Relax. Very good. Now, from here, let's release our legs. And we're going to hold on to that right leg and draw circles with the right toes. Just kind of holding the under the knees, drawing circles. Both sides. And then point and flex. Point and flex. Very good. And then let's take it to the other side. Draw circles with the left toes. Very good. And then opposite side, making it go in the different direction. Very good. And then point and flex the toes. Point and flex. Nice. And then come back to the center. Release the legs. Now keep your legs stretched out here. I want you to tighten the kneecaps. Release. Tighten and release. So you're not feeling any movement. You can't actually do bigger movements. It's just tightening those quadriceps. Pull the kneecaps up and release. Do you feel that? The knees moving up and down?
Yes.
Right? So I want you to tighten the kneecaps. Hold for like 1 or 2 seconds and release. And if this is hurting, you don't want to do this. These are good for strengthening the quadriceps and all the ligaments and muscles which are holding the kneecap in position. The kneecaps are like a bottle cap, which is just placed here. It is in position because of all the structures around it. So when they start to loosen, that's when our knee are very vulnerable for, dislocation or any injury. So tighten the kneecaps and release. Let's do that 4 more times. Tighten, tighten, Very good. One more time. Nice. Slowly release, shake those legs off. Now let's come into our tabletop position. So let's find our tabletop here. Knees are under the hips, palms are under the shoulders, fingertips, fingers and palms on the mat. So coming into nice neutral back position. Top of the feet are on the mat. Now from here, inhale, long spine, look up, chin up. As you exhale, tuck the tailbone in, chin to chest. Inhale, stretch through the spine. Exhale, curl the back. Very good. Once again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, curl the back. Very good. Let's do that a few more times. Inhale, exhale. Very good. Synchronizing the breathing and the movement. Pull the center of the spine up. That's very good, Joyce. And then once you do the exhale next time, let's meet back in neutral spine. Now coming into this neutral spine, let's do a little bit of balance here. Stretch that right leg out, point the right toes to the back wall, keep your hips in the same line, and then opposite arm points to the front. Balancing bird, very good. Keep breathing, keep staring at a point. Nice. And then slowly back to the center. Let's take it to the other side. Left leg reaches, right arm reaches. Very good. Stay there. Keep breathing. And back to the center. Very good. Hands to the knees. Come up in kneeling position. Coming into kneeling position. Once again, shake your arms off. Let's reach the arms up. Interlace the fingers. Turn the palms up, reach. Very good. Reach, stay there. And then slowly release. Very good. Release and relax completely. Now, from here, let's take a little side stretch. So we're going to stretch that right leg out. Point the right toes. Does this feel comfortable to you, Joyce?
I think so.
Yeah, if it doesn't feel good, we can avoid this one. You can always use
Here
the
we go.
block. You can always have the block handy wherever you want to keep the block. Now, let's take our left arm up, take a side bend. Come back up. Once again, side bend. Come back up. Let's do that 2 more times. Side bend. And 1 more. Very good. Come back to the center. Now, let's take a side bend and let's hold that stretch. We're going to take that side bend and hold. If you want to keep that block handy, you can keep one hand on the block if you want. If that feels too awkward, doesn't feel good, you can just stay where you are. Very good. 1 more breath here. And slowly come back. Release. Back into kneeling. And let's take it to the other side. You can use the block to come up here and then start to stand taller. Relax the left arm. This time the right arm reaches. So the idea is to stretch the side body. Reach through that right arm, take a side bend, come back up. Once again, take a side bend. 1 more side bend and come back up. Let's do that 1 last time. Very good. Come back to the center. Now let's take a side bend and let's see if we can hold that stretch. Doesn't matter how far you go, we are not holding too long. This stretches the thighs, this stretches the side body. You can feel it into the inner thighs. Very good. And then slowly release. Come back into kneeling. Nice. Coming into kneeling position. Now from here, let's find our tabletop and we are going to take our downward facing dog. Does that feel good? Downward facing dog works for you, Joyce?
Yes.
Okay, so let's start with our fingertips, fingers, and palms on the mat. So we don't want to keep all the body weight on the wrist joint. So we start to place from the fingers, fingertips, and then palms. Once we are here, tuck the toes in, keep lifting the hips up, pushing the hips to the back wall, and lifting the whole body here. Full body stretch, downward facing dog. Hips reach up, pushing the hips to the back wall. You can feel that into the calf muscles, into the hamstrings. Very good. Stay there. Keep breathing. Nice, one more breath here. And then slowly lower, lower. And let's release the knees. And let's take a child's pose. Lowering all the way, child's pose. Taking a moment, arms reach out, hips to the heels. Exhale out completely. Take a nice inhale, exhale out through the mouth. Very good. Now from here, let's come up into standing position. So whichever way you want to move into standing, you can use the block or chair to come up, move into standing position. Very good. Let's start with a little loosening of the back. So let's take a little circles, loosen it out. Very good. And opposite side. Very good. Come back to the center. Let's take a little forward and back bend. Forward bend and back stretch. Bend forwards and bend back. Very good. Let's do that 2 more times. And then come back to the center. Very good. Bring your hands in front of the chest. Let's take a twisting stretch. Twisting. Very good. Twisting side to side. Look over that shoulder as if you're looking back from that side. Very good. Come back to the center. Meet back in neutral spine. Nice. Now let's grab our chair. We're going to work on our balance. We're going to keep that chair handy. Before that, let's do a little more of a shoulder stretches and breathing. So I'm going to keep that chair here, but we are not using it yet. So before that, let's just start standing taller. Okay, feet wide at the hips. We start with our mountain pose. Lift the toes, lift the heels. Very good. And then outer and inner edges. Standing nice and tall. Shoulders are relaxed and pulled back. Now, sometimes our body compensates by pulling our belly front, or we kind of hinge forwards and we're rounding the back. So you don't want to do either. You want to keep that nice neutral tall spine, the natural curves of the spine. So shoulders relax. With each breath, you want to feel taller. Press through the feet and getting taller through the spine. Very good. Let's take 4 deep breaths here, just standing tall. Feel that into the belly. Feel that into the back. So we inhale, our belly rises, but when you exhale, you want to pull the belly button inside. That is abdominal breathing. Let's do 4 of those. Pull the belly in as you exhale. Very good. Let's take an inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. Once again, inhale, reach. Exhale. One more time, inhale. This time, hands to the heart. Very good. Let's do that one more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Interlace the fingers this time. We are interlacing the fingers. Stretch those palms out. Very good. Come back in. Now, when you're stretching it out, inhale. Very good. Inhale. As you bring it back, exhale through the mouth if you'd like. Inhale. Very good. Now, let's reach the palms up, all the way up. Exhale. Very good. Once again, inhale. Bring it down, and let's do that one more time. Stretch and bring it down. Very good. Release. That kind of loosens our back a little more. Now let's start working on our lower body, coming into our standing. Let's do one leg mountain. We're standing on one leg here. So before we do our standing pose, let's do the drill where we stop our fall, which means we work on our reflex, which helps us to stop the fall. Our body has its own natural protective reflex. So when we stand on that right leg, See if you can let go the chair and stop the fall. So when you lose your balance, you stop the fall with your left foot. Let's do that. We do that every week. We work on this every week. Very good. Stop the fall. Stop. Bringing in that muscle memory. Very good. Stop the fall. Nice. You want to feel that when you lose your balance. So you want to let go of that chair just for a few seconds. Very good. Nice. Let's 4 more times. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4. Very good. Meet back in center. Feet are wide as the hips. Very good. Now, we are going to start standing on that right leg this time. Now, remember, there are a couple of options. You can either stand with our knee bent front, or if you want to keep that leg back and just stand this way, that's fine too. Whichever feels good. Keep staring at a point in front of your eyes. Once you fix your gaze, you want to start standing taller on that right leg, which means you're keeping equal pressure on that entire foot. Very good. Stay there. Keep breathing. If it feels okay, let go that chair. If it doesn't, tiptoe the fingers. Very good. Stay there. And then when you're ready, slowly release. Very good. Feel the difference on the right and left side. Take a moment here. You're going to take that on the other side. Feet are wide as the hips. Again, we are going to do the drill here. Feel the difference on right and left already. We are going to do the drill this side. This side feels different. So again, lift that right leg off the mat. Stop the fall by stomping that right foot. Stop. Stop the fall. Very good. Very good. Stop the fall. Nice. Let's do that 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Now, from here, I'm going to start to root through that left foot. Keep staring at a point. When you're ready, you're going to start to lift that right leg off the mat. Again, you can keep it whichever way you want. Press through all the corners of that left foot, standing nice and tall. Keep staring at a point. Very good. If it feels okay, let go the chair. If it doesn't feel good, you can tiptoe the fingers, which means you're not letting go the chair completely. You're good. Stay here. A few more breaths. Take your time. And slowly release. Very good. The other side was better, isn't it?
Yes.
Is the balance bothering you too much?
My balance is not good. I keep practicing.
Keep practicing. I see that difference. Some days it's just good and some days it's maybe not one of those days, right? So, but I saw that the other days were able to do it, and that's for all of us. You know, one side is always a little easier. One side just feels like you cannot stand on that leg. One side just feels a little more in control. It always feels that way. So that's always there for all of us. Doesn't matter what's your age or what's the situation is for everybody. Let's have our blocks. We are going to do our forward fold. We are going to take that wide stance. Now, if you want to do this with the chair, feel free to do that with the chair. If your back feels okay with the blocks, let's start with our wide stance. Heels are in the same line. I'm going to keep my blocks here closer to the body. Again, adjusting the height of the block depending on how you feel. The taller the height, the less stretch you're going to feel. Depending on how much tight you feel in the back. If you feel comfortable to stretch a little more, lower the height of the block. Let's take a nice wide stance and make sure your feet are nicely anchored. When you press through the feet, you can feel the stretch into the leg muscles. Press through the feet, hands on the hips, and then start to hinge from the lower back. You're engaging the lower back here, lower back. Coming down, and then bringing your hands to the blocks. Very good, stay there, keep breathing. Depending on how you feel the height of the blocks. Very good, stay there, keep breathing. Nice. To deepen the stretch, bringing those blocks closer. Or adjusting the height of the block, whichever feels good. Keep stretching the tailbone away from the crown. So you're lengthening the spine. Shoulders are relaxed. Very good. When you feel ready, bring your hands to the hips, press through the feet and slowly come up. Did that feel good?
Yes.
Let's do that one more time, okay? Let's do that one more time. You can modify it if you want or do the same thing. Hinge forwards through the lower back, coming all the way down. And then you can keep your hands on the block, whichever height you want to keep the block. Keep stretching that tailbone away from the crown. Very good, stay there, keep breathing. I stay here for 2 more breaths. Very good. When you're ready, bend your knees, hands on the hips, and slowly push yourself up. So very slowly come up. You don't have to. Coming up can be challenging sometimes. Bring your feet closer. Very good. Now from here, let's come back to the center. Let's take a complementary stretch. You can feel that the forward fold presses your front body, but it stretches your back body. Each muscle group needs the stretching, lengthening. So let's lengthen the front of the body. This is going to work on your quadriceps, core muscles, front of the chest and shoulders. Feet wide, hands on the hips, fingers pointing front, elbows back, and let's bend backwards. Let's do a little repetition. Come back up. Let's again repeat. Come back up. Let's do that 2 more times. Now, let's take a back bend and we are going to hold that back bend. Doesn't matter how far you go, hold that back bend. And then slowly release. Very good. Come back to the center. Nice. Let's keep our feet wide. Let's take our circles. Loosen the hips. And opposite side. Very good. Come back to the center. Now, let's take our warrior. Now, again, chair is optional. If you want, you can have the chair in the front of the mat. We are going to coming to the top of the mat. So front of the mat. Walk to the front. From here, we are going to take our warrior 1. So warrior 1 is a lunge position where we bend our right knee and the left leg steps back. To begin on the right side, left leg steps back. Right foot in the front, left foot back. Now, when I'm keeping my left foot, it is at an angle. It is not perpendicular. not it is parallel, it's in the middle, and it's somewhere in the middle, so it's kind of pointing diagonal. Once I'm here, I'm moving my hips facing front. Bend that right knee, come back up. Hands can stay on the hips. If your shoulders are here, you want to stand tall, shoulders above the hips. And then bend that right knee, come back up. Bend that right knee, come back up. Very good. Let's do that 2 more times. Bend that right knee, come back up. Very good. Now bend that right knee as much as you can, and let's stay there. Keep breathing. You want to keep a little wider stance. If your knee is going beyond that ankle, maybe you want to step back with that back foot and make a wider stance. Once you're here, stay here. Feet are nicely anchored, arms reach up. Arms reach up, shoulders relax. Very good. Warrior 1. Strong pose. It gives strength of the body and the mind. Very good. Warrior 1. Stay there. Two more breaths. Sink a little deeper. Very good. And then slowly press through the feet, release, come back to the center. Feel that in the legs?
Yes.
Very good. This is a very strong one. Doesn't matter how far we go, we still get the benefit of what we are doing. Feel the difference in the legs, and then feel the difference in the breathing. I want you to take a moment. Breathing is faster. Maybe the heartbeat is a little faster. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. One more time. Very good. Now step back with that left foot. I'm going to step back with that left foot again, keeping it at an angle. Turn your hips to the front. Again, you're pressing through all the corners of the feet. Bend that left knee. Come back up again. Shoulders are relaxed. They're above the hips. Okay, bend that left knee. Come back up once again. Very good. Bend that left knee. Come back up. Nice. Now let's bend that left knee and stay there. Keep breathing. Anchor through both the feet, shoulders and arms are relaxed. Arms reach up. Just stretching those arms up, sinking into that lunge as much as you feel good. Make sure you're pressing through that back foot too, so you feel that into the back legs. Very good. Stay there. Shoulders relax, arms reach up. Nice. Stay there. Keep breathing. Very good. One more breath here. And then gently release. Step forward, release. Stomp your feet. Very good. Let's do a little march bar, standing on the same spot. Bend your knees. Lift your knees higher. Nice. Come back to the center. That feels good energy. Now, let's come down to the mat. Let's sit down. That's too much of standing we did today. Yeah. It's a combination. When we do the standing, we feel tired, but we also feel more energy sometimes. Come back to the center. Now, let's release our legs here. Shoulders relax. Very good. Now, from here, adjust the hips, sitting nice and tall. You can always support the back by keeping your hands behind. Now, we're going to bend our right knee. Bring that right heel as close as it feels comfortable. Now, how much close the right heel goes depending on how you feel in the knees. Sometimes the knees don't want to bend that much, but depending on how you feel good. Bring your right heel closer and then just relax the legs and just move the right knee up and down. So this is working into the hip area. We are working into the muscles attached to the hips, inner thighs and the outer thighs, up and down, hip openers. Very good. Half butterfly. Very good. And then slowly release. Let's take it to the other side. Left knee bend and then bring that left knee up and down. Very good. Up and down. And then slowly stop and release. Very good. Now let's do both sides. So we're going to bring our both feet closer. Heels come closer. Very good. And then up and down. Very good. Nice, up and down. Very good. Open those knees as much as you can. Now let's stop that flapping and let's hold this stretch where your knees are opening. Very good, knees are opening. Nice. Now let's hinge forwards and come back up. Once again, let's hinge forwards. Come back up. Forwards. Come back up and one more time. Very good. Come back up. Slowly release. Nice. I'll release our legs here. Stretch those legs out, release, wiggle the hips. Now keep those legs together. Keeping them together, closer to each other. We are going to take a twisting stretch. Okay, spinal twist. Seated spinal twist. I'm going to bring my right foot on the mat. Right knee is pointing up. Keep that right knee bent. And then open that right palm behind the right hip. Hug that right knee and twist to the right side, looking over the right shoulder. If your right knee starts to fall away, bring it closer, hug that right knee and twist, looking over the right shoulder. Keep breathing. See there. Two more breaths. And then slowly release. Come back to the center. Release the right leg. Very good. Now, let's take it to the other side. Feel the difference of the right and left side already. I'm going to take it to the other side. Left knee bends. Left foot on the mat. Left palm is behind the left hip. And we are going to twist to the left side. Looking over the left shoulder. This side might feel different than the other. And then gently release. Come back to the center and release the left leg. Bring both the legs closer and we're going to start to lower ourselves on the mat. Bringing those legs closer, arms parallel, slowly lower all the way. Release. And you can always lower with the elbows on the mat. Coming down here, this feels even better, isn't it? Relax here. Bend your knees. Slowly bend your knees. And see if you can bring your knees closer to the chest. Hug the knees closer to the chest and rock side to side. Rocking side to side. Very good. And then slowly come back to the center. Now, keep your palms on the knees. Keep your knees together and see if you can draw circles. So you're drawing circles with the knees. Now, when we do this, we are pressing the lumbosacral region here. Lumbosacral region, the tailbone, where the spine ends. Circular movements in opposite side. Very good. Come back to the center, stop the movement, release. Release the feet on the mat. Very good. Now, from here, let's do a little leg raising. So we're going to release that right leg on the mat, palms on the mat. If you want, you can slide that right palm under the right hip. Legs are closer. Now, right leg reaches up all the way. Come back down, just the right leg up. Bring it down, let's do that 3 more times, right leg up. 2 and 3. Release. Bend that right knee, right foot on the mat. Let's switch, let's take it to the left. When you're ready, left leg up. Bring it down. Once again, left leg up. Bring it down, 1 more time. 2 more of those. We repeat it 5 times. Very good. Left leg up. Bring it down. Nice. Release that left leg and then bend that left knee. Now, keep your palms on the mat. We're going to lift both the legs up 90 degrees, keeping them together. Both the legs up the mat. Very good. Both the legs up. And you can slide your palms under the glutes if you'd like. Very good. Stay there. Keep breathing. And then bend the knees. Hug the knees closer to the chest. Keep them closer to each other. And then bring them closer to the chest. Press your thighs into the abdomen. This feels like a good pressure into the belly. Now, if it feels good, the next exhale, see if you can lift your head, neck, and shoulders, bringing your nose closer to the knees. If that doesn't feel good to the neck, you don't want to lift the head. You just press the knees into the chest. Very good. Stay there. Wind-free pose. Keep breathing. Slowly lower. Release the head, neck, and shoulders. Release the feet on the mat. Exhale out. Exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Do that 1 more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Very good. Now, from here, let's do our bridge pose. That is a back bend. We're going to walk our feet closer to the hips. Palms on the mat alongside of the body. Press those palms into the mat. Inhale, lift into bridge. Lift the belly up. Exhale, lower back down. So we move with the breathing. Inhale up. Exhale down. Very good. Let's do that 4 more times. Inhale up. Very good. And 2 more. Inhale up, exhale down at your own pace. Very good. Come back to the center, release. Notice how that feels. The body feels lighter after that bridge. It stretches those tight spots. Now, let's take that bridge and let's hold the bridge. Press through the feet, through the palms, lift into bridge. Stay there. Keep breathing. Very good. Keep lifting the tailbone up. Very good. Belly up. We're going to hold that bridge. Press through the heels, feet. 1 more breath here. And then slowly lower all the way. All the way. Release. Relax. Exhale out completely. Exhale out. Take a moment. Take a nice inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. 1 more time. Inhale. Very good. Now, from here, let's bring our feet as wide as the mat. So we are keeping those feet wide now, wide as the mat. Arms open at the shoulder level. Palms are facing up. Let's do our windshield wipers side to side. Side to side. Windshield wipers. Very good. Side to side. Very good. Now, next time your knees drop to the left, turn your head to the right. And let's hold that twist. Let's hold that twist. Keep breathing. Knees drop to the left, turn your head to the side, right side. Very good. Feel that twisting stretch into the back, thighs. Now, when you're ready, let's switch. Let's drop the knees to the right and turn your head to the left. Very slowly, come back, release the arms. Bring your knees into the chest. Hug the knees closer again. Rocking side to side, evening it out. If there's any tightness. Very good. And then let's open into happy baby. So you can either hold the big toes, you can hold behind the knees, rock side to side. Rocking side to side. Very good. And then slowly come back to the center, release the happy baby pose. And slowly release the feet on the mat. Let's come into our final resting relaxation. So all this relaxation can be done in any position. You can lie down on the back. Release the legs, release the arms. You can have a pillow for the head. You can have a pillow under the knees if you would like. If the lying down on the back doesn't feel good, you can always bend the knees, feet wide, knees come closer. So in either position, your shoulders, upper back are relaxed. Lower back is relaxed. Close your eyes. So let's take 3 open mouth exhalations. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Once again, inhale. One more time. Release and relax completely. Let the whole body relax. We start to bring our attention to our breathing. And sometimes our body feels tighter in any spots. So bring your awareness to those tighter spots and release them. Release and relax completely. Relax. Inhales and exhales, noticing the pattern of the breathing. When we bring our attention to the breathing, we start to notice our breath a little more, cautiously, mindfully. Each inhale, we expand, we fill up. And each time you exhale, you empty it. Let the whole body relax. Relax and release. We slowly bring our attention to our belly button. Abdominal breathing. When you breathe in, the belly rises. When you breathe out, it falls, sinks in. So the gentle up and down movement of the abdomen with the breath. Continue to follow this abdominal breathing for 5 counts. Up and down, rhythmic. To deepen this relaxation, we will do our chanting of Om in our practice. This is a sound energy which creates a little calming vibrations. It helps to relax the muscles, the body, and helps to calm the mind. But it also helps to improve our breathing. It expands our chest and increases the depth of our breath. Let us chant the sound of Om 3 times. And each time we chant the sound, it is throughout the exhalation. As long as you can stretch your exhale. Doesn't matter how far you go. Let us chant the sound 3 times. Inhaling for Om. Inhale. Om. Very good. One more time. Inhale. Om. Beautiful. Last one. Inhale. Om. Feel the relaxation, feel the silence. Without disturbing this relaxation. We bring movement in the fingers and toes. Head turns side to side. Bringing your knees into the chest and rocking side to side. Stretching the arms above the head if that feels good. When you feel ready, slowly turn to the right side and you're going to stay here. Couple breaths. When you feel ready, slowly come up into a comfortable seat. Couple shoulder rolls, head to side, loosen the neck. Just rub your palms. Make a cup of your hands, place it on the eyes. Slowly release. We have 5 more minutes, so we are going to do our B breath today. So let's do our B breath. We did this before. We make a humming sound of that of a bee when we exhale. So we breathe in through the nose. When we exhale, we make a humming sound. Now, one more feature of this breathing technique is we plug our ears. Now, we do that so that the humming sound which we create in the voice box vibrates inside the head and neck region. Vibrates inside the whole body, but it has main effect on the brain and the nervous system and the upper part of the body. So we are going to plug our ears in and we are going to do 5 counts of B breath. So inhale through the nose and we exhale and make a humming sound. Do you remember this, Joyce?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
so let's do that together, okay? So let's plug our ears, take a breath in. Close your eyes. Feel the peace and silence. Let's bring our hands to the heart, reflecting on this practice today and being grateful for this amazing, powerful body we have with its wisdom, strength, patience over all these years. Let this practice and the benefits walk with you beyond the mat, bringing your hands to the third eye, healing thoughts, hands to the lips, healing words, hands to the heart, healing intentions. It was an honor to guide you in the practice. The light in me salutes the light present in you. Namaste. Put up the palms again. Create nice warmth and make a cup of your hands and keep it just on your eyeballs so you feel the warmth on the eyes. Slowly release. Very good. So when you make a cup, keep the cup, which is the lower part of the palm, on the eyes. That way you kind of create a little warm room on the eyes. It works on the eyeball muscles, which are around the eyes. They soothe them, they make them relaxed. So that's the palming or the eye yoga. Okay, thank you so much, Joyce. It was good to see you today.